What's up guys, this is Phoenix with Leopard. Well, the official name is Kampfpanzer Leopard, and ever since the sequel that is Leopard 2 came out, Kampfpanzer Leopard I, which can perfectly, legitimately be shortened to just Leopard, or Leopard 1. But I prefer to call it Leopard because it's such a glass cannon and I keep on dying and dying and dying and dying and dying. Alright, now that I have this small rant out of the way, let's talk about the whole design. So, you will find that Leopard is completely unlike any German tank before it. And this is because the design does away with thick armor and completely prioritizes firepower and mobility. The reason why such priority was chosen was the fact that it aligned with contemporary NATO doctrines. To be exact, the NATO doctrine went like, well, we have all those HITFS and APDS runs. Russians have them too. What's the goddamn point of making a tank with thick armor if it's gonna get wrecked with just one shot? Whereas we can make a tank with thin armor and make it have other advantages instead. You can see it to be somewhat true because it's not that difficult to one-shot things like T-54 and T-55 with the set munitions. Then this place, it's not really the best. Okay, one guy captured C, and now we have two guys with points after capturing A's. So two guys on A at least. Alright, let's go. Yeah, well. Would you look at this? Ha! See? One shot, one kill. Admittedly a lucky shot because sometimes I would only get the driver. Alright, let's talk about the history of the design then. This design was designed by Porsche company in 1956. However, it is not as simple as that, because this place kind of stuck. Okay, let's come out from this side. Let's see if I can. Okay, nobody there. Yeah, it's not that simple because there was a whole competition surrounding Leopard's development. Basically, 3 German companies were competing with their own prototypes, and even then, that wasn't the end because France realized that there was some fun shit going on and they joined in by sending one company of their own as well. Thank you for coming, dear customer. However, this competition didn't really go all that well because somewhere along the line there was some nasty breakup between France and Germany, and they both went their own way. Kind of like America and Germany later with MBT-70 or whatever it was called. Is there something on the left as well? And this is a bit awkward. Alright, let's advance and try to shoot here between the houses somehow, something. First, I'll make sure that there's nothing camping around. Doesn't seem to be the case. Cool. Yeah, but I can hear some shit on my left here. Let's ping that place. Whatever it is seems to be coming closer, perhaps. We'll see. Anyway, as I was saying, this competition didn't go bye-bye all that well. Oh shit. Shit! Oh no! This is really the worst possible. Shit, he will see me, but I have no other choice. Okay, fortunately he missed. Shit, there's a UFO there. Alright, it's a wonder I'm still alive, dear gentlemen. Alright. Shit, this guy is stubborn. Fortunate. Come on. I need some help here. Shit, the machine gun ran out of ammo. Damn. Yep, unfortunate, but true. Yeah, it seems like I don't have the brightest team, so I won't really waste my backup on them. Yeah, so this competition kept going on, and eventually the prototype made by Porsche was chosen. By the way, it seems like Italy somehow got lost and ended up joining the competition for a bit, but it doesn't seem like they did anything substantial there, because they ended up ordering Leopard I later and developing OT-40. What a cute sound, ding name, huh? A tank present in the Italian 3 on its basis. As for Frenchies, they developed AMX-30, which is very similar to Leopard in many accounts, especially firepower and mobility. Leopard was introduced... this map is a bit tricky. Wait, let me think. Okay, fine, I always go A from this side. Almost always, might as well do this again, but I will have to do this. A little switcheroo. So, back to the topic. It was in 1965 that Leopard was introduced into service. However, it wasn't Porsche that manufactured it. Ooh, mouse team. Are they squad? They are indeed. So it wasn't Porsche that produced Leopards, but rather Krauss-Maffei was a company that during the Second World War was busy with doing shit like train carriages, trams and whatnot. And later this company quit the military industry because they started... actually I don't really remember what exactly they started focusing on, but they were also bought by a Chinese company recently, which is a bit interesting. Alright, let's get rid of those shitty walls here. I want to let them stop me. Yeah. This tank is very vulnerable. Okay, there are two guys there, so they will stop whoever is nearby, but it seems like there's something on the right here. Oh, yeah, there is one. Can you noobs stop spraying your stupid machine guns? I'll be more of a gentleman and I will warn this guy about this dude there. This smoke is a bit concerning there. Shit. Oh, lucky, super lucky. Alright, let's hide behind this guy. Yeah, C shouldn't have annoyed me with that MG. Anyway, back to the topic. Seems like there's something. One there. A bit of a tricky situation. Alright, let's see if I can get that guy there. Nope, I don't. Ooh, but would you look at this there? Bye bye. Anyway, back to the topic. It was Krauss-Maffei that produced Leopards, and they produced over 6,000 of them in all versions. However, in all versions includes Gepards and various non-combat vehicles such as bridge layers and cavalry vehicles and whatnot. To be exact, there were, if I remember correctly, 4,700 something Leopards made, and with the other vehicles, of which there were another 1,700 or so, the total was around 6,500. Alright, there seems to be some guy there. Ooh, lucky got the gunner. But it seems like the guy still got my friend there. Oh shit. Alright, let's get this gun, because I probably won't. He's angry. But I understand my dude. Oh shit, you know what? It's starting to get hot here. Shit! No, that guy recovered already. Alright, I suppose my team is not as bad this time, so let's use the backup. Yeah, so that was the production numbers, and there were quite a few operators, such as Australia, Canada, Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, also Greece, Turkey, I think Chile, and now Ukraine, of course. Well, is that plane coming back? Doesn't seem like it for now. I don't really want to have a shootout here, so let's approach from the other side. Yes, however, despite the sheer number of operators, Leopard hasn't really entered combat for a good 25 to 30 years. It has taken part in 4 conflicts overall. The first one was the NATO invasion in Bosnia. Some Danish Leopards fought against some Bosnian Serbian force or something. But as far as I am aware, there were no tanks in that force. At least not that I know of. Okay, let's use that mouse as a shield a bit here. Next, it was the Canadian Leopards that were fighting in Afghanistan. This shit. Oh, nice! Mouse got that Volkswagen. Good one. Alright. Let's secure the flank for the mouse. It's honestly just an issue of time before someone comes from this direction. Alright, this guy is focused on the mouse. Gotcha. Yeah, so again in Afghanistan I don't think that Leopard really got to fight any tanks. Shit, I don't really see if there's anything there or not. There is, but farther away, okay. There doesn't seem to be anything around here. Nothing in the buildings that I can see. The mouse seems to be still alive. There might be something on the right here. Got to be cautious. Alright, seems clear. Let's get Aiden. Bradley's killed a mouse around here. Still shooting something. Alright, that guy is there dead. And it's really an intense environment. Okay, you know what? I'll retreat to a safer spot where I don't have to cover as much ground. Yeah. So again in Afghanistan I probably didn't fight any tanks. Then the third case was the use of Turkey against Kurds. Honestly I have no idea how to pronounce that people's name. Okay, there are quite a few guys there, but I don't really want to choose the obvious path here. So let's go like this. Yeah, however, I think that Turks might have also used Leopards against ISIS, but I'm not sure. What I do know is that Turkey seems to have used their Leopards again in an attack on some village together with some infantry fighting vehicles, but because they had no infantry covering the tanks, those tanks got owned real hard. And then finally Leopards, of course. There's something. Yeah, there is. Gotcha, kind of, but not really. IKV. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll go through the middle towards C. Not really much to do here otherwise. Back to the topic. The last conflict would be Ukraine. But despite the stolen promises, Ukrainians don't have really that many Leopards. Last time I heard there were only 80 out of 300-400 promised. Germans are really dragging their feet with this. But while Ukrainians are planning to... shit. Okay, it was too late anyway. Well, Ukrainians are planning to adopt Leopards as their main battle tank from what I heard. Well, alright, I used that for backup. They still have way too few of them, and I don't really know if they were actually used by them in combat yet. Probably yes, but I would expect that only on some small scale or indirectly. Alright, that's pretty much it regarding the history of the vehicle. Let's talk about the vehicle itself. So, as usual, I will start from the around first. Wait a moment. Okay, I think I'll go B from the spawn here. This here, I suppose I can go back to HitFS. Yeah, so first of all, our gun here is L7 cannon, which is a British cannon made on a license by Germans, as in license produced. This cannon was very popular during that era because it's also used by tanks such as STB, at least one version of Leopard II, also Patton in some export versions, especially the one in the German tree, after modifications by Germany. Let me see, I don't really remember that well. But except for those, it's also used by some Chinese tanks, like I think Type 88 and some T-55 copies. But I'm not sure if that's a cannon that Chinese built on the license or just stole, because they have quite a history of doing the latter. But okay, that shit aside. Nothing there. Alright, so this cannon is very reliable. We have a nice reload of 7.7 seconds, which is maybe not great, but fairly solid. We have 3 types of ammunition available. That is APDS Sabot ammo, the HitFS ammo, and the Hedge ammo. I have more or less mentioned all 3 in my earlier videos. Well, first of all, I haven't really ever described APDS, so this is basically ammo that has a smaller caliber than the gun, and at the expense of some power, it has a higher penetration value. How many guys on C1 that I know of? And there's a chopper. Yeah, it's something that looks like a plane though. Alright. Yeah, so that's the APDS round. Alright, come out. I'm ready to greet you. Shit! Well, at least I got back at him. And there seems to be one more guy around here. Alright, let's go see. Bit of a waste of a backup, but yeah, I was sure that he would go behind the building and didn't expect him to stop. Oh help. Yeah, so the second type of ammo is HitFS and then the Hesh. HitFS and Hesh are pretty much the same. They are chemical rounds, and in their case it doesn't matter what is the distance, well, it only matters what is the angle in case of this one. On this one, even that doesn't matter. And I have already mentioned this on another tank when I mentioned those exact ammunition types. Actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned a tank that has them, but I'm sure that I've mentioned them. The ammo that is. Alright, I don't hear anything around here. Guess I can proceed after taking a look around. Yeah, so... Oh. What did I just see here? Oh shit. Screw off plane. Some jet asshole. And I just happen not to have my fighter with me. Sad. Anyway, basically those 3 types of ammunition, well, oh shit, of course I got my... Alright, I was too hasty, and it's a T-55 and I'm down 4. Ooh, somehow survived, except there's some dude there. On the other hand, with missiles. Oh shit. Down 4, I am. Shit. Come on, come on, come on! I'm about to get hit by that asshole with rockets again. Alright, I think it's about time to obscure the vision of the T-55. Bruh, I'm quite in a pinch. Alright, time to pop some more smokes. This is really tricky. Alright, the guy on the left is not a problem, but the T-55 is, especially since his armor is... I think it's one of the active armor, so... Alright, kick up. Well, damn, T-55. Was the guy on the left? Yeah. He was the one attacked by Kika. Well, shit. That battle didn't go well for me. T-55 with reactive armor is the natural enemy of Leopard. But I will talk about it later some more. Back to the ammo. So basically, generally you want to use hit FS first. It is reliable, except when it hits bushes and random garbage fences. And has the highest penetration and has a decent explosive mass. This one has higher explosive mass, and it has the added bonus of not really ricocheting that easily. Yeah, well, actually not that much more, but there's a slightly slightly lower chance of ricochet than on this one. However, while it's much more reliable, much more powerful, it's not really reliable. If you want to use hash, then you have to shoot some places where armor is thin, like the top of the turret. Well, we'll see. If I have an opportunity, then I will use it. Let me see. Alright, let's try flanking. Next, the third one is APDS, and this one has high penetration but no explosive filler. However, it has quite a punch nonetheless. So generally it's like this. The Sabot is a surgical knife with which you can take down critical components, and if you are lucky, one-shot enemy tanks. So this is something you have to use, you can use only when you are knowledgeable about enemy tanks and their weak points. Hash is something you don't really want to use because it's unreliable. For example, it has bigger punch than hit FS, but somehow the explosion travels not as far. So for example, it can make a bigger hit on the front of an enemy tank, but then quickly stop. And finally, hit FS is the most reliable. Has decent damage, won't easily and usually will one-shot enemy tanks, but has one problem, which is the reactive armor. Actually, both of those two are vulnerable to reactive armor. Yeah, just like the T-55. I didn't really hit a good place, but even if I did hit in a good place, there's a high chance that he would shrug off. Come on, quickly. Is that a jumbo? Damn. Missed. Ooh. So BR. Fortunately, it wasn't really on point. And this guy, I think he's already somewhere there. I don't really want to get shot by that guy. There's... Ooh. BR. It seems like he stopped here. See you. But of course, Songar noticed me here from who knows where and hit me. And of course, again the turret is broken. Yeah, EBR, of course. I'm really unlucky. So, but I also want you guys to see this. It's my backup. I want you guys to see this to understand how tricky Leopard can be to play with. Okay, so that was the ammo, that was reload. Next we have optics. So optics are amazing. I will show them to you as soon as I spawn. Next, The turret rotation speed is amazing. It's way faster than any German tank before it, perhaps except for Walker Bulldog, which is an American tank. So I won't really talk about it in the German 3 videos. Yeah, and the vertical guidance, as you can see, is very decent, -9 vertical. There are going to be no problems with aiming at enemies lower than you, like in Russian tanks. So before I get to mention the optics, let's mention the 2 machine guns. We have 2 MG3 machine guns, which are glorified MG42. One of them installed coaxially with the gun, the other one is on the turret. Honestly, all they can do is destroy trucks and scare off planes. They are pretty much garbage. I would pick a 50 cal any day over them. Even just a single one. You know what? Why don't I? Okay, never mind. Those guys are flanking already. So might as well do some action in the city for once. Well, town. Yeah, the optics. So the optics, as you can see, are very good. The binoculars not so much. And the rangefinder, as you can see, is very good. 3 kilometers of range, loads up pretty quickly. Nothing to complain about. Is there some guy there already? Oh, I thought there was, but seems like there's some of my friends shooting there. Right, it's clear, left is clear. Right, gotta be a bit careful here. Yeah, and aside from those 2, we also have artillery support, which is, well, better than nothing, I guess. Nothing special by any measure. Alright. Let's camp you for a bit. Wait, is there a heli there? Or was that a balloon? Yeah, maybe the latter. Actually, there are no balloons on this map anymore, it would seem. Yeah, one thing that Leopard lacks in terms of armament that I really hate about it is that it has no stabilizer. At 8.0 I constantly encounter tanks with stabilizing system and constantly end up getting cracked by them. Well, come here if you're there. Shit. Alright. I don't see that Russian thing. I think he was on the left, but I don't see it. Let's get this rocket and automat to have some fun with them first. What is this? Looks like... yeah, that must be that object. What? Excuse me? What you guys are doing over there? Yeah, another time that I'm too much of a cheapskate to use my backup. I'm starting to assemble some sort of goddamn collection of failed battles on this shit. Well then. So the next after armament is armor. Well, as I mentioned at the very start, armor is pretty thick of this. The good news is that you can endure things like 50 cal. The bad news is that aside from your frontal armor, SPAs are probably going to penetrate yours. Because as you can see, side armor is very thin at only up to, okay, let's say around 40 millimeters, plus minus 5, depending on whether we are talking about the turret or the hull, which is honestly garbage. Any SPA can penetrate that, especially at this BR. Any APC can penetrate it as well. Let me see where to go. Alright, let's go A, but I'll be cautious there. And I will wait for my teammates to arrive to help out. Yeah, so the only good armor is the frontal armor, as I said. That's basically because you have sloped armor, as you see. So the sloped armor is probably barely enough to withstand 75 American millimeter cannon, like the one on Shermans and Chaffee. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's only the upper glasses I'm talking about. If you shoot the lower glasses with it, of course I'm talking about this area, then it will be hurt. And as you can see, because we have ammo in the front on the left, Leopard is more likely to grow. Aside from that area, we also have some ammo in the turret and below the turret, both on the left side. But since I have taken only 45 rounds out of 60 available, it's possible that there will be some ammo arranged on the right side of the turret in the hull below it as well. Is nothing coming from there? Alright, then let's pick out carefully, cautiously. Alright, thank you for checking the waters for me, Mr. Centurion. There seems to be something there. Oh, BTR. And where exactly from was that BMP? From the front, I guess? Of course, waited for him for ages, but now he shows up. Alright, let's use the backup. And this time let's be a bit more careful. Actually, maybe I'll go like this somewhere. I suppose I can first help clear up A, if I can. Yeah, so as you can see, the armor is just garbage. And weak points are more or less all around. We have only 4 crew members. Oh, actually, do we have... No, only 4. Yes, yes. So it's very easy to kill Leopard. However, we have smoke grenades, which help out with mobility a lot. Ooh, do we have a UFO tank there? So it would appear. I don't really like the idea of taking it on, but let's have a look. I don't like the idea of being flanked by it even more. Yeah, shoot, that guy would shoot. Alright, driver and loader. Since I got his loader, then I can... Some dude behind him shooting. I'm turning around to shoot. Alright, I think he hit. Actually, that guy is clueless. Yeah, he's got some reactive armor, but as you can see, as long as you avoid the parts with the said reactive armor, you stand a chance of bypassing it somewhat. But there... Yeah, gotcha. Right, so there was UFO here. And it seems like it just shot. Alright, no time for checking. Hans. Let's buy... okay, I see it. Think it's there. I'll ping it, but I'm afraid I don't really have the ability to get it from here. Yeah, this guy possibly has, however, the ability to get me. Yeah, so what your armor truly is on Leopard are smoke grenades and the mobility. Those are the 2 things that will save your eyes. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I thought there was some guy there, but it was just some garbage. Oh, there is some after all. And I can hear some Russian engine from the right somewhere. Shit! IS-4! No, 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 no! Whew, lucky. Let's dump some RT on them. I have some dude here, but he's completely clueless about the incoming danger. Shit. Shit, commander and loader. Now he's staring at me. The other guy is about to come out to my right. Alright. Made sure this guy is not going anywhere. IS-4 is probably incoming. Okay, maybe that guy will burn down. Please. Yeah, I think he just burst into more fire. And now he screwed up that shot. Fortunate, fortunate. Nice. Alright. Shit, there's some tank behind me. And there's another tank there. Alright, let's get that guy first. Can I? This stupid plank there is getting in my... Alright. And now he hit. Shit. Between a rock and a hard place. I have no other choice. I need to pick out to see that guy is getting close, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Actually, is that the IS? I'm hearing from the right somewhere. Alright. No other choice. I have to patiently wait for the situation to develop. Yeah, so as you can see, as you could see basically in most of my battles, it's the mobility and smoke grenades that are your armor. And basically you are going to live by the philosophy of strike first to win. Alright, that guy's coming. Right, thought there was some tank there with pushes, but T4, T4, 100. Fortunately, this guy isn't alone here. Yeah, and with this we can go to mobility. Yeah, so the mobility is absolutely amazing on Leopard. Just like it and with AMX-30, they are both kings of mobility as far as the tanks from 60s are concerned. Neither Russian nor American tanks from the same period can stand a chance at comparison. Oh, shit. Is this the same guy? Fuel tank. Alright, now I can hide here because there's another dude coming. Alright. Alright, got his track. So he's immobilized. Can't come out. Is this guy? Alright. Got finished off by someone. Alright, let's ping that guy. Yeah, so the mobility is absolutely amazing. You can go up to 65 kilometers per hour while advancing. In reverse, you can go, as you can see, 25 kilometers per hour, which allows for swift retreat, which is extremely important on this tank. Because yeah, your tactics are basically to go around the map quickly, flank enemies, escape from those that you can take head on, especially when you are reloading. Wow, lucky got his gunner. Wait, horizontal, vertical gunner. Ah, shit. He took the food from my mouth. But okay. I do need some help here, so I will let him have it. Yeah. Oh, shit, stupid plane. Yeah, as you can see, planes are well than more than enough equipped more than well enough to take down your Leopard with their machine guns, unfortunately. Seems like IS-4 here croaked at last. That friendly T-54 got him, nice. Shit! Why is there some dude here? Alright, before he reloads. Hellcat? What's that kitty doing here? Don't you see that I have a bigger kitty? Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure why that guy didn't get me. I think his munition got stuck on the armor. Alright, what's up there that scouted up ahead of me? Perhaps that's the UFO tank that I have been hearing about and so runs. Let's see, let's be cautious. My dude here is engaging him, but... Alright, so the enemy is... in that crack maybe? No? Alright, let's see, maybe he will come out here. But let's retreat a bit, I don't really want to... Yeah, the UFO tank. Except I don't see it. Ah, shit, what a pity that I have no clue about its reload time. Come on, BTR. Alright, it doesn't come out. It's coming out and I must retreat so as not to get taken down by the UFO tank. Alright, gotcha. Fortunately, the cannon is stable enough in reverse. Let's warn this guy, because with this Rattle 20, unless he is missiles, then he's just a snack for the UFO. Yeah. Other than other parameters, the turn of Leopard is also excellent. There's literally not a single thing to criticize when it comes to Leopard. If you go around here... Plane. Is he coming for me? Of course he is. Got my intention, fortunately. Warned me. So with that being said, this guy... he missed anyway, so I'm not sure, but I probably would have taken worse damage than that. Alright. P-47. Go, 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 Leopard! Nice, good kitty. Oh, that looks like an SPA. You little... Is it P-47? Oh shit. I think I can hear something. Must be the UFO. Alright. Can you explain to me how the hell that guy got my gun with one shot on the move? No bro, I am going into the goddamn hangar to check whether this shit has stabilizer or not, because it was either extremely lucky shot or someone's cheating here. Some scam. Okay, let's have a look at that Russian goddamn shit. By the way, UFO is not that difficult to kill with Leopard, you just have to use HitFS. I don't think that... wait, that's not it. There you are, you little trash. I don't think that Sabots can do this. Alright, yeah, this shit have stabilizer. Okay, in that case the guy wasn't cheating. I returned his honor. Oh, would you look at this? Exactly Leopard that I'm saying. Oh, but this shit does have a problem, which is the usual Russian garbage problem, that is the stabilizer. Oh, speaking of the stabilizer, the next version of Leopard, Leopard 1A1 that I just killed there, is one that does have stabilizer. At last. Let me think. Quite a few more things to talk about. I suppose I can jump into one more quick battle. The last one battle was fortunately good, which kind of saves this video. After, what, 2 or 3 shitty battles in a row. Damn. But again, I also want you guys to see that garbage performance, because it shows you how much you have to be careful with this. Yeah, this is a problem with Leopard, because you have to be both careful and aggressive. Without being aggressive, you will not be able to take advantage of its mobility and firepower. However, while being not careful enough, by being reckless, you are just carting death. But okay, before we get to more about tactics, let's talk about additional features and economy. So regarding the former, first of all, we have smoke grenades. This time I'll snipe around with this thing a bit. So first of all, we have smoke grenades. As you could see me use them in the previous battles. And that would be pretty much it. If not for the fact that we have night vision device on this shit. Alright. Go on, my dude. And now I'm going to. Yeah, so let's have a look. That was something fire control, night vision, yeah. So it works in commander mode. And it works... Ooh. Oh, it seems like there are 2 binoculars. Different ones. Weird, didn't know that. Yeah, so it seems like there are 2 separate binoculars. One is normal, the other one is for night vision device. We also have something called IR spotlight, but frankly speaking, I will not lie that I have no idea how this shit works. I think it's some device to highlight enemy tanks in the dark, but as I said, I'm not really too familiar with it. Yeah, so that's it regarding additional features. Regarding economy, as you can see, it's not really much different from Rank 4 in Germany. We have almost the same modifiers, and the repair cost is more or less similar as well. 3 guys there? Shit, okay, let's try 800 meters. Okay, it was more like a kilometer. Let's run, because those guys have me marked. I wouldn't be surprised if they have scouted me. Can I shoot that guy? Nope, not with this shitty hill here. Alright, I have no other choice but to advance bit by bit and wait until I can see something. Yeah, so the performance, as you could see in the battle so far, is pretty good if you know what you are doing. Damn, someone got me from somewhere on the right. Oh, actually I took no damage, it was only the crew that got hurt, but anyway, this position is clearly not good. Yeah, so the overall performance is good, but nonetheless it is as glass cannon. Basically, you're only going to do well if you take advantage of the strengths of Leopard and avoid exposing its weaknesses. So you have to play aggressively but cautiously enough so that enemy doesn't have time to shoot you. But it is something I pretty much mentioned. Yeah, aside from attacking directly, you also have the option of using this vehicle in the sniping role, which it is pretty good at because of the great zoom and very good rangefinder. Alright, hope this guy doesn't notice me here. Damn, someone got him first. Someone's stealing my food again, damn it. Ooh, was there something there? Nope. However, once again, remember that hit FS are going, hash probability, they are going to explode on things like fences, bushes and trees. Sometimes the round will go through. A nice shot. Sometimes the round will go through after exploding and will still do damage, but I wouldn't really count on it too much. Okay, let's say, check the exact distance. 900. Gotcha. Let's make sure nothing's staring at me from afar. Seems good. Yeah, however, overall this vehicle is better used in a team with good teamwork, because then you can take good advantage of its mobility by flanking your enemies while they are focused on your teammates. It can be used as a solo tank, as you see me here, but it's very easy to die. So angry dude there, and I can hear a helicopter somewhere. Is that a friendly heli that I'm hearing? No. Maybe it's just my imagination. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Regard. No. Oh, fortunately that guy missed. But we have some SPA which isn't doing shit when it should. Nice hiding place. It worked, this guy didn't spot me. Yeah, there's also one more problem about the performance at its rank, which is, I think it's slightly over-tiered. It used to be 7.7 and that was a very good rank for it. Now at 8.0 you are more likely to get up-tiered and more likely to encounter vehicles with reactive armor, which are going to make short work of your little Leopard with its little armor. Right, it's hiding behind the buildings before those stupid planes screw off. Alright, come on. 800. Let's wait for him to stop moving. Alright, let's try now. Shit. Yeah, unfortunately there are times when HitFS disappoints. Alright, this guy didn't dare to fight, fortunately, so I don't have to hide from him. Stupid plane, man. Yes. So I have mentioned pretty much everything, I think. It's very much worth using as part of your main lineup, but honestly I like the Leopard A1, Leopard 1, A1. Alright, then. I just got distracted for a second and this guy looked out. Damn. Yeah, so as I was saying, personally I prefer Leopard A1 or whatever it was called. Yeah, A1 because a quick look. Firstly, it has better ammo, and secondly, it has stabilizer. See? Yeah, I can just kill that shit easily with stabilizer and better sabot ammo, which, despite having lower penetration rate than the other APDS, as you can see, this one has 350, whereas the previous one had 335. The other one deals more damage, so I prefer that one more. I suppose I will make a video on it too, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, that would be pretty much it. Alright, since you saw it, a bit of a heads up. As you can see, my tech tree isn't complete by any means. Which is pretty much in my channel's name, Casual. I'm probably not going to finish the German tree unless the channel does well, at which point I may just go with premium to finish off the whole thing. So by the time I get to around 9.0, I will switch to German planes for videos. But this is just a bit of a heads up. I'll probably mention this again in some later videos to make sure everyone hears of it. Anyway, so the worst enemies that you will encounter as Leopard are firstly some armored, heavily armored tanks might be trap zone, because if you don't hit them hard enough, they can kill you. But to be frank, I wouldn't say that this is the most important criterion. The most important criteria when it comes to enemy tanks, as in terms of being big danger to you, are firstly those tanks which have stabilizer system, and secondly those tanks which can fire after the gunner is down. Because in some tanks, I think even in Leopard it is the same, the commander takes over the gun pretty quickly with using some backup system or something, and before gunner is replaced, the commander will shoot. But I think it takes something like half a second or a second, probably around a second, for the commander to take control of the gun, but still. It hasn't been just once or twice that I've been killed after being complacent because I killed the gunner. Then the guy just takes me out using his commander. So the tanks that can do it are probably mostly going to be Western tanks, like American tanks, and some tanks from the higher tier than 8.0. I don't think Russian tanks have this capability, at least not most of them. Maybe some T-55 or something, but the earlier ones probably not. Otherwise, the enemy tanks are more or less of an equal danger to you, because it depends on your tactics. You basically have to shoot first and make sure not to expose yourself. As long as you meet those two conditions and shoot well enough, preferably to one-shot the enemy, then you will not have trouble with this. Next, a big danger are planes and helicopters. Planes, well, you saw in my previous battles, they just had to strafe me and they could damage my engine. To make it clear, the top armor of Leopard is only a funny 15 to 20 millimeters thick, which is total garbage, and even 50 cal can take it down if aimed well. And next, the helicopters. Yeah, at this BR, at around 8.0, we are going to start meeting helis with ATGMs, as you can see, Mi4, 8.0 BR, and here we have ATGMs. Those guys, as long as you are exposed, they can take you down very easily, and you can do shit to them because they are 4 kilometers away. So if you have to basically be very aware of your surroundings in Leopard at this BR, especially to look out for enemy choppers. Let me see what else is a big danger. Another big danger are SPAs and lightly armored vehicles with light cannons, such as BTR in the Russian tree. BTR 80, of course. Where is this? Yeah. 7.3 paper armor, but as you can see, APDS and probably even APT is enough to take down Leopard. Not from the front, but this one might take down Leopard from the front. Let me have a quick look. Okay, not here. Here, if up close with a lucky shot, but if up close, probably the angle will be more acute, so probably not. Some shots in the turret, maybe, but not necessarily, unless this ammo is hit there. Yeah, so from the side, yeah, this is fixed, so even at some angles, it can still be penetrated by the BTR, most likely. So, yeah, and SPAs, because SPAs have similar penetration to that of BTR. And that would be pretty much it, I suppose. So honestly, whether you do well in Leopard or not, all depends on your tactics and all depends on your skill. If you are aggressive and play smart, then you will do well. If you are aggressive and reckless, then they will immediately teach you about what reality is. If you have no clue how to play with Leopard, then well, I'm afraid you won't do too well. Yeah, unfortunately, the German tree doesn't really have tanks similar to it earlier on, so there's nothing really that you can use to get used to the tactics that Leopard has. I suppose Puma is a bit similar in its own BR in terms of the tactics you have to employ, but it has a much weaker cannon. So yeah, it's very similar in terms of tactics and mobility, but it's worse in terms of its cannon relative to its BR. With Leopard, you can take down everything with your cannon that you'll meet. With Puma, there are many things that you cannot take down at your BR. At Puma's BR to make things clearer. Alright, that's pretty much it, I suppose. Thank you guys for watching and until the next time.